Alright, still pissing down out there, so we'll go for another story. Chocolate surprise. This is for anyone who's ever ate weed infused treats. There's the door. It's my recorded delivery. Lovely jubbly. I've been waiting in anticipation, wondering what's going to be in my goodie box. I've been on the app called Mass Roots, where you connect with others who are fond of all things weed related. I'm not that into weed. It always makes me feel quite uncomfortable, and it can make me very paranoid as well as ravenously hungry. Sometimes I've ended up stuffing pizza into my mouth while wondering how many people are talking about me. Although every so often I think to myself it's time to give it another go. I like how it affects others. They absolutely love it. It seems so chilled, so relaxed and able to function in a wonderfully mellow way. I want some of that. I want that feeling rather than the paranoid android that I can become. So it's time to have another blast at it to see if I can achieve the mellow feeling I'm after. This time I've decided to try infused edibles. Sweet things like cake and jelly sweeties. The smoking doesn't seem to agree with me, so we'll see how we go with the edibles. I sign for the recorded delivery and take my pizza-shaped box up into the kitchen. I place it on the table and gently cut the tapeless, then slowly open the box to reveal my wee selection of infused treats. A selection of 5 treats to choose from: hard-boiled sweets, gummy bear type things, 2 lollies, and a piece of what looks like sticky toffee pudding with a serving of chocolate sauce. What to try first? I read the small handwritten instructions. Details about heating the sticky toffee pudding with a serving of chocolate sauce. The recommendation is not to eat it all at once unless you're a seasoned stoner type. Well, I'm certainly not a seasoned stoner, so I will proceed with caution. I decide to choose the sticky toffee pudding over other treats, as it already smells amazing. Okay, here we go. The instructions say how long to heat it in the oven, and if that's what they say, that must be what's to happen. Also, heat the sauce in a pot. I don't have a cooker. I'm not big on the whole cooking thing. I've got a microwave, but the instructions say to heat in a proper oven for the cake and boil the sauce in a wee pot. Firstly, a wee bit of background here to set the scene. I live above my mother. She's in her 70s, still independent and does her thing. I give her a hand with anything troubling her without interfering too much. A granny flat type setup. As people get older, they still like their independence, and rightly so. You got to be careful not to overstep the mark while making sure they are doing just fine. Anyways, she has a cooker. I take my sticky toffee pudding with side serving of chocolate sauce and head down to my mother's section. I give the door a wee knock. All right, Ma, what's happening? Not much happening tonight, son. I'm just watching a wee bit of telly. Marvellous, says I. I need to use your cooker to heat a wee cake I've purchased, if that's all right, Ma. Aye, son, on you go, help yourself. Mind tidy up after yourself, she shouts. Lovely. Let's get this cooker up and running. It all seems pretty straightforward. Set the oven to the correct temperature, bung in the cake, keep an eye on the time as I heat the chocolate sauce in a wee pot. I'm parading about the kitchen like Gordon fucking Ramsay, and it's a canter this cooking lark. In all honesty, though, fuck that. Cooking in kitchens and preparing food just ain't my thing. However, this is a wee bit of fun. Everything seems to be going to plan, and I'm keeping an eye on the time for the cake. The sauce is already in its pot, we're almost there. A wee buzzer goes on the cooker, and time's up. The cake is ready. I carefully take the cake out and plate it up. Now I gently pour the chocolate sauce over the cake, and hey presto, it's good to go. The cake and sauce are extremely hot, so I tidy up after myself while giving it a chance to cool. Right, let's go, I say to myself as I lift the culinary delight and head out of my ma's kitchen. I give her living room door a wee knock. Ma, that's me did my thing, and I've tidied up after myself. I'll maybe check back in with you later. If not, then I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Hold on a minute, son. What's that lovely smell? What's that lovely smell? Whatever you've been making in there smells bloody amazing. I enter her living room carrying my cannabis-infused cake. I've been heating this wee cake, Ma, and as I had a notion for some chocolate. You know how it gets you sometimes. Aye, I do, son. I know exactly how it gets you sometimes. I could fair go some chocolate myself, and that smells lovely. Have you got enough to share? I look at my old ma sitting there just chilling, watching some telly, and I think, what to do here? The note that came with this said, you've got to be careful, as it can be very strong. The devil on one shoulder is saying to me, just give it to the crab old bastard, sort her right out. The character on my other shoulder mumbles something, and I can't make him out. Here you go, ma. Fill your boots. I pass her the cake. I sit down and watch her shovel the cake into her mouth. The lovely sticky toffee pudding and chocolate sauce look like they're hitting the spot. She doesn't pause for breath. Her gluttonous tendencies have gotten the better of her, and she can't be stopped. It's carnage as she devours the cannabis cake like some soulless demon. I'm watching the performance of the cake monster, thinking to myself, you greedy motherfucker. Hell's got it into you. If she would slow down a little bit, she may even taste the cannabis. But no slowing down as she gets whipped into a chocolate frenzy. She's almost halfway through the cake and sauce when she suddenly stops eating, slowly turns to me and says, is that fucking weed I can taste? I can't contain myself and the laughter explodes from me. I'm struggling to answer her. Aye, says me, it's fucking infused with cannabis, you greedy fucker. My mother hasn't exactly led a sheltered life and is well acquainted with the world of weed. Get this the fuck away from me, you sick bastard, she screams. She's probably right. There may well be an element of sick bastard involvement here, but one couldn't help oneself, and what's done is done. I take the remains from her and back away. You're a fucking prick, she's shouting. I'm not hearing the tirade of abuse she's directing at me as I'm pissing myself with laughter. I retreat with what remains of the cake and head back up the stair to my abode. I get myself comfortable, stick my TV on, light a candle and prepare for what I'm hoping is a relaxing time that brings the mellow feeling that I'm after. I plan to stick a movie on and just chill out. I eat the remains of the cake. It is absolutely delicious and I can understand why my ma was enjoying it so much. Getting myself settled on the couch, I start to channel hop, hoping to find a movie that looks interesting, and if nothing is happening, I'll try Netflix. After half an hour or so has passed, I've not been able to find anything on TV or Netflix that's grabbed my attention, although I am starting to feel nice and relaxed. I seem to be feeling that mellow way I was after, and all is well. I decide to pick a channel on TV and just let it play. I'm not that bothered, it seems, about tuning into a movie. More time passes. How much more time passes? I'm not sure. All I know is that I'm getting more and more fucking stoned. I mean, it just isn't slowing down. I'm way past the mellow, chilled out feeling that I was after. I'm starting to get a wee tad worried as it just won't stop getting stronger and stronger. I remember eating some weed or a piece of solid dope from the past and ending up hallucinating. Oh God, I wish this would stop. It's too strong for me. I can hardly move. My mouth is as dry as a stick, and I can't even get up for something to drink. My vision is starting to get a bit weird. The TV is sounding a little odd. I know deep down that this shit is too powerful for an inexperienced stoner like me. It feels like I'm close to entering some sort of hallucinogenic experience. Please God, no. I'm not in the mood for this kind of shit. I don't know how much time is passing as I don't know much anymore. I'm fucked out of my mind. Suddenly an advert on TV grabs my attention. Oak Furnishings. What the fuck? Who gives a fuck about Oak Furnishings? Some guy is staring at me from the screen, straight at me. He's talking directly to me. How the fuck is that possible? His big staring eyes look right at me and he says, "There's no veneer in here." Oh, help me, Lord. I've rolled off the couch with laughter. I've no idea why this is the funniest thing ever. There's no veneer in here. What the fuck's so funny? I don't know. But I'm laughing so much that it's becoming painful. And my mouth is becoming even drier, if that's possible. Oh, dear God, help me. This is way beyond mellow. Stronger and stronger the feeling gets. I'm starting to worry about praying that it will begin to wear off. I've lost all track of time. I hear a noise in the distance and it's getting louder and louder. It's my phone. Where is it? The ringtone seems to bring some clarity as if the weed has taken the time out. I don't know. Something clicks and I'm able to answer the phone. What the fuck's happening up there? My brother shouts down the phone at me. I've just had Ma on the phone, mumbling incoherently about cigarettes and pizza. She sounds like she's having a fucking stroke or something. Fuck, I'd forgotten about my ma eating the cake earlier. I attempt to answer my brother, but it turns out I'm also mumbling incoherently. I disconnect and push the phone away from me. I somehow manage to turn myself over. Christ knows how long I've been lying on the floor. I'm now ravenous with hunger and attempt to crawl through to my kitchen. It feels like I'm moving in slow motion. It's hard work as I gradually ease my way towards the fridge. The hunger I feel is incredible. I must eat. In the world of weed and being stoned, I have a severe case of the munchies. I open the fridge to find all I have is a tub of Stork margarine. I read the label which says, good enough for cakes. Well, if it's good enough for cakes, then it's damn well good enough for me. I'm stoned out of my mind and must eat something. With some difficulty, I manage to get the lid off. I use 2 fingers and scoop the margarine into my mouth. At this point, something miraculous happens. The margarine tastes like marzipan. I can't believe it. I'm in marzipan heaven. I've hit the jackpot. The smooth texture just melts in my mouth. I'm amazed as to why I didn't know this before. Filled with happiness, I munch away at my delicacy. It feels like fireworks of delight dancing over my taste buds. Fucking fucked out my mind. Oh, you, what the fuck you up to? And there's my brother standing at the door. I think to myself, how the fuck did he do that? 1 minute he's on the phone and the next thing you know, he's right here. Is he able to time travel? Oof, this stuff is strong. He sees the box of edibles and quickly grasps the situation. Well, he seems to understand what's going on. He's yet to find out that Ma's eating them too. He takes the margarine off me and helps me to my feet and then onto the chair. What the fuck happens to Ma, he asks. I'm a little more coherent by this point and somehow manage to tell him the story of the edibles and Ma wanting a wee taste of the chocolate cake. Fuck's sake, brother, he says. That's a bit heavy. When I came in there, I honestly shit myself as I thought she was dead, man. It turns out he wasn't sure what to do when he'd first arrived. He'd gotten a bit of a fright when he found his Ma comatose. He thought she was dead. I know it's bad. When he had come in, he'd found Ma completely unconscious and unresponsive. He'd panicked because there was just nothing. And in his panic state, he couldn't find her pulse. That's how bad things had gotten, that he felt the need to check for a pulse. He had put his phone screen to her nose and mouth to see if any vapour was coming out. That's what he did. I don't think I would have thought of that. She had slumped back in the chair. Her head was hanging over backwards. Her mouth was wide open and she was a kind of light green colour. Fuck knows how her head was managing to tilt so far backwards. That's going to hurt when that weed wears off, man. Once I put my phone to her face and saw that she was breathing, I relaxed a little, but still almost phoned for an ambulance. Thank fuck I didn't. Can you imagine? What's wrong with your Ma? Well, sir, we have to inform you that your Ma is fucking stoned out her tiny napper, and what we suggest is fluid and loads of pizza to aid her recovery. He tells me that he's managed to sit her up properly and put a pillow behind her neck. Don't get me wrong, he laughs. Once I knew that she was alive, I couldn't resist taking a picture of her predicament. It was quality. I've never seen her like that. When she's feeling a bit better, I'll show her the picture and tell her, just say no to drugs. We are certainly seeing the funny side of this. Come on down the stairs and we'll make sure all is well. We get down and check on her Ma, who has come round a little, not much though. We give her some juice and help her to bed, where she spends the next 2 days sleeping off the effects of the weed-infused cake. When she does come around, she says that was one of the best sleeps ever. A tad thirsty when she eventually awakens, but a great sleep all the same. For me, well, after my brother leaves, I also go to my bed and fall into a deep sleep. I sleep till morning, unlike my mother's 2 days. And when I awaken, I have a wee swatch in the mirror. You can tell that I'm still not entirely functioning properly. It's in the eyes. My eyes are still all bloodshot and swollen. And it's a day for the house. Definitely not a day for driving. Plus my stomach is aching from eating that disgusting margarine. Fucking hell. Is there a message within this story about drugs or morals or boundaries? I don't know. Make your own mind up. It makes me think about Forrest Gump and his box of chocolates. Life is like a box of chocolates, he says. You don't know what you're getting next. But I know for sure, if he had picked the cannabis infused one, he wouldn't have been so keen on the running bit. Run, Forrest, run. Fuck off, he says he. Get me some pizza. Yeah. Be careful.